Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Fire Emblem Warriors. Alright, thank you all for checking out the second episode. I'm surprised most of you stuck around after watching episode 1. That goes to show you guys are really liking this project, so let's continue this on with chapter 2, Woodlands Encounter. Heeding their mother's last words, the twins head for the temple, but a chance encounter and a trial await them in the forest.
Poor mother.
Stay strong. Queen Ylisse entrusted your kingdom's future to the two of you.
I know. I'm just not sure if we can do it.
I'll be at your side. Try not to worry. First, we must find the temple.
Come on, Chrom. I mean, we've got to do something.
What do you propose?
Huh? How should I know?
I see you're awake. That was a nasty fall you took. Can you stand?
Thanks a lot. But who are you guys?
The Shepherds, a militia from the Halidom of Ylisse.
The Halidom of what? Never heard of it.
Huh? But how is that even possible?
My lord, my lady, please be on your guard. He was not alone.
Whoa! Too fast, too fast! You! Don't just run off like that! Do you have any idea... Rowan, do you know these people or something?
Just met him now.
I don't recognize your clothes. From where do the two of you hail?
He doesn't know us then. I welcome you to the kingdom of Ylisse, of which we are the princess and prince. Weird.
I see. I understand your situation.
You're clearly capable fighters. Will you lend us your strength?
Please! Oh, Chrom, we have to help them!
You're right. We can't just walk away from people in need.
Just a moment, my lord. It's dangerous to trust mysterious strangers outright. If we are to join them, please allow me to provide a test first.
You mean like... I'm Frederick, and you'll have to defeat me to earn my help!
Exactly.
Wait, really?
Not a fight to the death, but I'll learn all I need by facing them on the battlefield.
You may need convincing, Frederick, but I will fight alongside these strangers.
Me too!
And we'll follow any orders they give. It'll be up to them to command us.
It looks like we don't have a choice. Prepare for battle, you two.
Alright, so now we actually got a little bit of planning to do, because we have some allies.
If everything is in order, let's go.
Alright, so basically we've got to deal
you
with the
need to take out
swordsman.
the soldiers surrounding the area.
The mission's starting.
Take him out in no time flat.
Okay, Myrmidons are basically swordsmen, so you're kind of even with them in terms of combat ability.
To win their trust.
Just like the original Fire Emblem, you
Okay,
do
let's
have
get
the
started.
weapons triangle system to worry about. Like for instance, I leveled up. Swords beat axes, axes beat spears, spears beat swords. So if you're a swordsman going against someone with an axe, you'll have a little bit of an advantage against them. Whereas like if you're going against someone with a spear, it might be a bit more difficult to get a critical hit in.
Mission complete.
That went well, but don't let your guard down. The real test is yet to come.
Exactly. Your next opponent is there.
Speaking of which, you can take a look at the mini-map to see that you're dealing against someone you're not at an advantage against, like these spearmen.
Ready to go? The mission's starting.
So you'll definitely need someone with an axe to deal with them. Luckily, Ylisse has an axe.
Your sword won't be as effective against a spear user.
Or yours either.
Sounds like my turn to take center stage. I'm here to help.
Okay, that's a weapon triangle that I just mentioned, blah blah blah. Yeah, if you're at a weapon triangle advantage, damage be dealt will be increased, and stun gauge will appear more often, and you'll get even stronger critical hits. So in this case, Ylisse will come in handy against the spear soldiers. Another thing you can do when you have an ally, you can pair up. One acting as a vanguard and the other being support. Just hold the right trigger and press the B button to pair up. And you can press the same buttons to unpair. Also, if the support is a playable character, you can switch which character is a vanguard by pressing right trigger and X. Or in this case, both Leanna and Ylisse are playable, you can do that. While in pair up, the vanguard gets a stat boost from the support and you can perform special moves, like dual strike, dual guard, and dual special. You can also order characters you're not currently controlling to pair up, and then you can do that in the pause screen. I see, like, the critical hit was actually yellow. That's extra power.
Ha! I thought this was supposed to be a test. You're going easy on us, Frederick.
Listen, you would do well to stay focused on the next wave I sent in.
Paths all clear.
Alright, let's go this
enemy
way.
Reinforcements.
Reinforcements from 2 directions.
Alright, here's a dual strike right here.
Take their actions and crush them.
The mission's starting.
I'll switch to Leanna,
Let her guard down.
and there you go. That's pretty much what you need to do. If both of them have a special ready,
Received a report.
watch this.
You have allies on the back. I'll show you how tough I am. I'll show you, Ylisse. For the future of my toilets.
Huh, and Ylisse leveled up from that. Now, as you pair up, you'll actually get more affinity for each other. And as you upgrade to certain classes of affinity, the ability to do more stuff while paired up will be better. Okay, now you can give orders. You can do that in the pause screen, blah blah blah. Issue orders, blah blah blah. Press X while selecting your unit if you want to give specific orders. And press Y on the pause screen to display additional menu
Let's
options. Okay, I don't think I want Chrom and then be dealing with that. Or Darius, because that'd be at a disadvantage.
Leave that to me.
So as much as I like to give them orders... Actually, can I give green units orders? Oh no, I can't do that. Oh, and the thing called Anna's conditions there,
Ylisse, that's too far.
that gets you certain scrolls that you can use to complete a picture.
Halt, oh villains!
Who are you? Another one?
I'm your... it doesn't matter who I am. My origin story's kind of a mess. You know what? I'm just gonna take it again from the top. I am Owain Dark. And though I must remain a mystery, know that I am sworn to defend you, no matter how dire the odds. Now, villains! Face my wrath! Ah! Radiant Dawn! My sword hand. Ha! It's got a mind of its own.
What the heck is up with this guy? Our allies are on their way.
I don't know, but at least it's on our side.
I am Owain, the Dark Swordsman. Why I'm here to help?
Alright, split up for now.
Join the fray or don't. One more ally won't make much of a difference.
Oh. Yeah, if you hit right on the D-pad, you can like zoom in on the map.
I received a report. How's everyone feeling?
So use that to your advantage if you need to. Or don't, your
Not
choice.
look the part, but as a cleric, I have healing skills.
Yeah, as you can see, Ylisse does not hold vulneraries, but uses a staff instead.
Battlefield this size, one must direct allies wisely.
Let's go. Mission complete.
Here you go, Chrom.
You conquered your trials, Frederick. How about acknowledging our strength?
You've done well thus far. However, the greatest trial is still ahead of you.
What are you doing?
Yes?
You want to come this way if you can?
Okay.
Prepare to face me.
Alright, so obviously the boss is Frederick
Mission
himself.
starting. We'll need to fight against different weapon types to make it to Frederick.
That's no
Can't
problem.
break through by yourself. Join up with an ally for help.
I got 2 critical hits in a row.
Let's go.
Healing your allies will also help for affinity as well.
Should have seen this coming. Everyone, prepare yourselves.
Let me see if I can get 1,000 KOs, which should be easy to do, really.
Not that. However,
If these levels are that easy, I might end up doing 2 in a stage, or 2 in a video.
The mission started.
We'll see.
keep in mind that your opponent won't always be such a pusher.
Why not?
No opponent can stand against our dark power. Tremble before our might.
I'm here to help.
When your awakening gauge is full, which is to the very left of your character portrait, press the R button to enter awakening mode, which will last until the gauge is empty. The blue gauge in the top left corner of the screen, that's the awakening gauge. It fills when you pick up blue tonics or attack while at an advantage. Awakening mode grants advantage against all weapon types as if at weapon triangle advantage and gives bonus rewards for large KO counts.
Let's go.
So if you can,
Ready to go shopping?
try to stack up as much of it as you can.
I'm going to
Let's get to it. I like those profit
Oh, I can't even
margins.
go through that fort?
I like those
Alright, so I
profit-
better get to Anna before she gets away.
I like those profit margins.
It appears you've gotten even stronger, Lissa.
There she is. So as soon as you run into her, press the B button, and you'll get a memento.
You've got excellent taste.
Now, I believe you can actually get 2 mementos from Anna per stage, but only one of them you can get on hard mode or harder. There is another difficulty above hard. More on that later. So I think you have to beat the game to unlock. Alright, so since Frederick uses an axe, you're better off with a swordsman. And remember, nobody can defeat the commander except you.
So long as I draw breath. Know that Frederick will hold the line.
You say that, but I got an awakening ready.
Show me what an Ylisse princess is truly made of.
Flesh, bone,
Stronger than you can ever imagine.
brains. Pretty standard. Probably not gonna get a large KO count with his awakening. But I'm not worried about that. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of damage because it's considered a commander. Hey, look how little damage I'm doing now.
What?
Hey, Chrom, you want to help out?
Right.
You're at advantage too. Then again, I may not even need you.
It's our only option.
And good night.
Mission complete.
Well, Frederick, feeling their resolve?
A bit too much. Power is one thing, but strength of one's heart is another matter.
Yeah. But did you see how much I helped out?
And there you go. That was stage 2. Not a very long stage. Then again, it's mostly a tutorial kind of stage.
I appreciate the challenge.
Definitely more humble
You've
than her
proven
brother.
enough, at least for now.
Meaning...
We can work together. I still hold some doubts, but I'll put them aside.
So you don't trust us yet?
It is my duty to always be vigilant. Please forgive me.
If that's settled, why don't we make camp for the night?
For supper, how does bear sound? I killed one during a lull in the battle, and it shouldn't go to waste.
What? You eat bear?
Aw, not bear again. It's too tough and gamey for my tastes.
You've eaten it before?
What good fortune! A chance to absorb that proud, ferocious spirit once more!
Owain, does that mean... Have you also eaten it before?
More than once!
Alright, I'm in. If this dinner is our next challenge, I'm game.
Nah.
A true knight must face any obstacle with enthusiasm.
Everyone else may partake first. I'll be content with the leftovers, if any remains.
You can't avoid bear that easily. I'll share some of mine with you.
Alright, so you'll definitely get like a lot of banter, because that's what Fire Emblem has become, really. Not that it's a bad thing.
I can't believe this!
If you're an MVP, you do get like extra experience bonus. And you get a whole bunch of weapons whenever you finish a map, too. Like this Armor Slayer, for instance. Has less power than a Bronze Sword, but it has the ability Plate Slayer, which is good against armored soldiers. And these weapons over here, like Captain's Axe, for instance, Captain's Lance, and Captain's Sword, they're just bronze weapons that you can use for crests. Crests will be how you're going to upgrade your characters, more on that later. Axe Fighter's Helmet, well, these are considered silver class materials that you can get from certain enemies. There you go. Yeah, you're going to be using a lot of these, I swear to God. Frederick's Pebbles.
Something new has been added.
And you get like personal trophies too, like Mighty Warrior defeated 1,000 or more enemies in a single battle. And we have Chrom unlocked. And you get like a little bit of an indicator or pointers as to what his special ability in combat is. He's pretty fast, and his first strong attack, you can actually charge it for a powerful strike.
I'm ready whenever.
And as for Ylisse, her strong attack raises spirits, temporarily boosting all stats. So, she's pretty good if you want a buff.
Wise decision.
And Frederick's strong attack one just drags foes along, which can be pretty awesome. And he fights on horseback too, so he has like more mobility.
Something new has been added.
Speaking of Chris, the market opened up. You can access the convoy too. Presence was added to extras. To use a new weapon, you must first equip it. To equip the Armor Slayer you got last battle, open the convoy with Y. In the convoy, you can check the status of characters and adjust the weapons and items you have equipped. Okay, I think we're back now. I'll probably have to change that in post. Ahem. A weapon's attack power is based on its basic attack power, which is determined by its rank, and a weapon's star rating indicates its quality. If a character's weapon proficiency is low, they can't equip a high-rank weapon. You can make skill crests at the crest market to raise weapon proficiency. If you select Optimize Equipment, you can automatically equip the most suitable weapons for each character. I'm not going to do that because I'd rather have more manual control.
Yes?
Select change
What should
weapon.
we do?
Select the armor slayer, which I think there was just something loose with the USB port there. Armor slayer I'm not gonna bother to use because its standard attack power is weaker.
What should we do?
So I'm gonna go back to a bronze sword, which sadly you don't have any with extra stats.
I'm counting on you.
You see the support level of all your other characters as well, which none of them are at C. Of course, you have access to all the DLC characters right away, which is pretty cool, I guess. Let's go to the camp. The crest market will be where you want to go to build up your characters.
What would you like to do?
So because I have at least 2 Captain Swords, I can actually give Leanna a 6th regular attack.
Is this alright? That went well.
And not just with attack crests, you can use the trigger buttons to switch to defensive crests, or to special crests. So right now, if I use skill crest 1, I can have rank D weapons, which are like iron swords, for instance.
Is this alright?
Otherwise, I would only be able to equip weapons that are rank E, and they are not that great.
That went well.
Oh, I can go straight to C if I want to. Let's not do that yet.
Is this alright? That went well.
Alright, fills the awakening gauge slightly faster. Sure,
Is this
Chrom, you
alright?
can have that.
That went well.
It's a good idea to make
Is this
sure
alright?
your characters are
That
well
went well.
balanced. Otherwise, you could be having like very weak characters.
Is
And you
this
certainly
alright?
don't want that.
That went well. Is this alright? That went well.
I'm not gonna worry about boosting the DLC characters yet, because I may not be able to use them for a while. You can go to the smithy
that's
to
one
actually...
thing you can't do.
Well, can't do that yet.
Well, that's one thing you can't do.
And you can go to the training grounds to spend
Well,
gold
that's one thing you can't do.
to raise a character's level, but it can only go as high as your strongest character's level, and no higher than that.
If you ever find yourself in need, please come again.
Alright, so you can go straight to Chapter 3 right now, which is the Dragon Valley Temple.
Remember to take frequent breaks and rest your eyes every now and again.
And if you got amiibos, you can just tap them right here.
Please scan your amiibo now.
Where are my amiibos too? Thought I had them somewhere. Did I put them away? I think I put mine away. Well, I guess I'm not doing it on this episode then, because I don't want to make this more unprofessional than it really is. Alright, I'm going to stop the video here, and in the next episode, we shall move on to Chapter 3. And I should definitely move my USB port like a little bit closer so it's not dragging along. So I think that's what the issue was. Oh well, technology everyone! Goodbye everyone, thanks for watching.